In news today, President Putin incorporates 4 Ukrainian regions into Russia. Russian President Vladimir Putin has signed a document on the internationally recognized membership of Ukraine's region to Russia, prompting immediate condemnation from Ukraine and the West. In his 30-minute speech on Friday, Putin announced that Russia would formally annex Donetsk, Lugansk, Kherson and Zaporizhia, calling the region's inhabitants our eternal citizens. The so-called referendum in his 4 regions of Ukraine took place on his September 23 to 27. The separatist authorities in these regions reported that an overwhelming majority of residents voted for Russia's membership. The newly annexed territory accounts for her 15% of Ukrainian territory, where before 2014 he was home to 8.5 million Ukrainians. The Kherson region and parts of neighboring Zaporizhia came under Russian control as a result of the ongoing war that began on 24 February. Russia also controls about 60% of Donetsk and 70% of Zaporizhia, where fighting is raging near Europe's largest nuclear power plant. What the West called an annexation of the region came shortly after President Putin recognized Kherson and Zaporizhia as independent states. Signed a similar decree recognizing the 2 separatist territories as independent entities. Europe's largest land grab since World War II means front lines pass through areas claimed by Russia and ready to defend with nuclear weapons if necessary. Such a move would likely elevate the war to a new and more dangerous level. Moscow said any attempt by Ukraine to reclaim its internationally recognized territory would be an attack on Russia's sovereignty. Is depicting. Russia's move was immediately condemned by the United States and its allies. The United States and its allies strongly cautioned Russia not to defuse tensions in the region. Washington has responded with broad sanctions against Russia, targeting more than 1,000 of his individuals and businesses inside and outside Russia, believed to be aiding Moscow's war effort. The European Council, which has 27 EU member states, also condemned Russia's move as an illegal annexation. Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has warned against negotiating with Russia while President Vladimir Putin is in power. President Zelensky said his country is submitting an accelerated application to join the NATO military alliance. Pope Francis appealed to Russian President Vladimir Putin on Sunday to plead with him to stop Ukraine's spiral of violence and death, denouncing what he has condemned. He called the ridiculous risk of nuclear war. Francis, in his 7th month of San Francisco, made his strongest appeal to war when he addressed the masses in Piazza Pietro. His Holiness also urged Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to be open to serious peace proposals. He also urged the international community to use all diplomatic means to end this great tragedy and the horror of war.